Welcome back. So, as promised, between last episode and this, I collected some wood for charcoal, and I also made all the tools we will need. I did go through the tedious process of forging them here, although, as you guys have pointed out, I could have actually poured the bronze out of the ingot cast and into the tool casts. That would have been helpful if I had looked that up ahead of time, but unfortunately I didn't. Next time though. Thank you for the tip. Okay. For now though, we have our shiny new axe. Just a little used. Ooh. Fruit. Cherries. Yum. Let's come out here and fell some of these cedar trees. I think it's so silly. Oh, you know what? Before we fell the trees, let's get our scythe. Take the leaves. Because we will want the saplings to be able to replant them. As I was saying, I'm a little frustrated that these saplings didn't grow. I guess it means that we should look around a little bit more to try and find Douglas fir. We'll also need to go out in order to find some cows, because we are going to want milk. That is for sure. And we'll also want to find some chickens, because eggs could also be nice to have. Okay, nearly done with this. Despite the fact that not all the trees grew. Oh. I wonder, was it just taking out some of the leaves that caused more of these trees to grow? I'm not certain. I did not pay enough attention. Wow. Given the damage on this scythe, I'm glad you guys told me about the trick to make more without having to forge them. And here we come to the point where we need to use our walkway. Awesome. I guess another advantage of this walkway, not using real fences, is that we can jump onto these trees to collect some of the things that are stuck up top of them. Although I suppose those will be within reach soon enough. So let's see what happens here. Whoa! That actually went down further than I thought it would. We also got many fewer saplings than I would have hoped for. I do not believe we are going to be able to replace the trees we are planting with these saplings alone. I suspect the reason is these white cedar trees are actually not very tall, and because of that they have fewer leaves per tree than a taller tree would. And their canopy is also somewhat sparse. Again, just speaks to the fact that we should probably look into getting more trees, or a different kind of tree, in the near future. Neither of the pine we planted has grown, which could be for a number of reasons. I know that pine, or I think pine, takes longer to grow than the white cedar. I also think... Oh, no, okay, that's the stand. I thought one of the pine had just grown. I also think the pine might need a larger area than we're giving it. I know that in vanilla mechanics, what is it? The conifer sapling in vanilla. I think it's actually cedar. Or spruce. Spruce. I know that spruce saplings require more space than the other saplings. So it's possible that the pine saplings inherit that property from spruce. I suppose we'll see. Okay, one last chop. Cool. Yeah. I think once we finish up with this barn, priority will probably be sending ourselves out on another expedition to find cows, chickens, and Douglas fir. Because I have seen people fell an entire wall of trees with a single swing of their axe. And man, I'm envious of that. That was pretty easy, but we didn't get too much wood all told, and had to reposition ourselves several times. Could have been much nicer. I have seen it much nicer in other people's experiences, so I think sometime soon I'm also going to have to straighten out our storage. I am not pleased with how I have it laid out currently. As I collect more and more items, I'm just getting clutter. And I don't much like that. What I might do, although I'm not sure where it would go precisely, is build out a storage room. Might have to be a separate building, a storage shed. I don't dislike the idea of that. Anyway, let's see what we can do with white cedar. Okay, we're going to try two different things. We're going to try using white cedar fence, and we're also going to try... Oop, berry bushes pricking me. We're also going to try just white cedar planks placed like we have that cage and like the rafters in the barn here. And we're looking to see which is more aesthetically pleasing when used to fill these gaps in the lower level here. So what would I do? Make sure all of this is at... Okay, let's see. How does that look? Well, I certainly like the fences more if I do it like that. But that's not our only option. Let's check. Let's check a different option. So if we take these out, and go with a tighter sort of fence. How are we going to do this? Okay. go. Nope. Messed that up. I think I messed that up too. Okay, give me a second. I am going to play around with getting this right, and I'll be right back. Okay. That's what I was thinking. And if it's between those two, I think they're very similar, and the fences are so much easier. I might go with that. The other option is if we do something like every other. This is going to take a lot of wood, but we could do something like a mesh. I'm going to finish this, but I can tell you right now that I'm not going to like it. It's going to be a little bit too much, I think. It's actually kind of cool. If it didn't have that, what is that, Z fighting? Is that what that's called? I'm actually not sure, but you see that little, when we're back a little bit further, see, it does that jig. It moves around because it's having trouble rendering. I have to say, it might be my favorite aesthetically, if it weren't for that. But because of that, and because it's going to take a lot more effort to set up, I think I'm going to go for the fences. They're simple, not going to get crazy graphical glitches. We're not using, what, 8 pieces of wood per block we're filling. So I will fill these hot guys in with the fence posts, and I'll be right back. Oh yeah, that is a handsome barn. I am really happy with the way that turned out. Wow. Just a little bit of variation in color. And some, I don't know, shapes. You can get something that's nice. Wow. I really like that. And it is so much of an improvement over that thing. Our little garden shed. I had begun to lose faith. I had begun to lose faith that I could make a building that wasn't atrocious. You know, I was inspired by a forum post for our little hobbit hole, which I really like, but, you know, it wasn't my idea. That shed turned out awful, but this barn, whew. And our tree farm's mostly functional, it's not aesthetic. I like the barn, though. I really do. Well, now, there's one more thing we have to do to make that a fully functional piece of, I don't know, architecture. That is make some fence posts. Let's see. Or gates, that is. Planks and planks. Okay. Don't need that. Do need this. I think I had... somewhere around here. Oh, yep, there we go. See what I mean about my chests being in disarray? Oof. Grates on me. Let's see. Fence gates. I'm actually going to make quite a few of them because I like being able to get in and out. I don't think we'll necessarily use them all, but I don't want to be limited in case I think we should. Oh, we've got extra white cedar. Charcoal's done too. Awesome. Okay, we'll put our cedar here. Apparently not, because these piles are not full. Whatever. We'll put it there then. Okay, we've got a fence gate there. I want one here. Oh, little sheepies. It's time. Time for you to come out from the cold. Hooray! Oh, they're so excited. You can tell. Can't you tell? We've got all our little sheepies. Female, female, male. I believe that one's the younger. It's still a little smaller, I think. But I can't be certain anymore. Our little baby's all grown up. Well, I'm sure you guys will like this. Oh yeah. Mrs. Sheep, come enjoy your new pasture. And check out your barn. Oh, don't you love it? I know you love it. Come on, up into your barn. Oh, isn't it nice? Yeah, check it out. Yeah, look at it. Awesome. I'm glad you like it. Mrs. Sheep, keep your eyes up here. Yes. Look wistfully at the out-of-doors, where you would be, I should say, very quickly ravaged by a wolf. Oh, this is not going to work, is it? Oh, maybe it is. We'll see what happens. I might have to put another fence over here. Oh, baby sheep. Checking out your new home? Also looking out the window? You know, that window actually just looks at your pasture. You could go there if you wanted to. Look, Mom's going there. Yeah, okay. The sheep family. You know, they're sheep. Okay, let's put another gate here. One over here. And one over here. You know, I made all these gates. Might as well use them. Oh, and of course, now it's raining. I am also... nah. I think that's it for the gates, for now. If I find that I often need to get out in a direction that I do not currently have a gate, I'll put a gate there. Mr. Sheep, you should consider going into the barn. It's raining. Oh well. So, now we have our barn, and I am very happy for it. Mr. Sheep's going to play on the play anvil. I'm glad he enjoys it. Okay. No. That does remind me, though. I think it's time we put some thought into what kind of flooring we are going to want in this house. I don't want it to stay grass forever. I think it's nice and soft under my feet, but occasionally you get some tall grass that grows up and you have to punch it. It takes a whole single hit from your hand. So bothersome. So, what I'm thinking, we should look into getting some wool for carpet. This is another thing that you guys told me in the comments, and thank you again. Apparently, I did not need to wait to get shears to get wool off my sheep. A knife can do it just as easily. Awesome. Baby sheep, you should go outside and eat some grass to regrow your coat. Anyway, now we have some wool. Let's see how much carpet that's going to get us. My bet is very little. Take the wool at the spindle, get some yarn, take the yarn, okay, let's just double check actually. Yep, 2 pieces of wool cloth equals 2 carpet. Oh, and we can dye our carpet. Awesome. Awesome. A whole 6 pieces of carpet. Well, to start, there we go. Lovely plush carpeting in our bed area. Can't you just feel it under your feet? Of course, I put it down on top of grass, and that's sure to cause some mold, but maybe when we have a little more, we will look into replacing this floor entirely. Some sort of stone, perhaps, or wood. And then carpet where we want it over that. Okay, enough foolishness. I am going to wait for the rain to clear. Then maybe we can go on another adventure. Although actually, while we wait for the rain to clear, why don't we go check out our farm? See what's happening there. Let's turn down the volume on this rain, though. Okay. Ooh, looks like maybe some carrots grew. Let's check. Now, if you'll recall, when we planted this farm, some of the soil had no nutrients in it. And this is because some of the soil, like this piece here, was technically underground when we first plowed it, or when we cleared it and then plowed it. If there are no nutrients, the crops are going to grow very slowly. So as you can see, these guys have used up all the nutrients that are available here that they want. But I'm okay with that. We have plenty of crops anyway. so I don't think that it's really essential that we get every last crop. And if the year goes out and they have not yet grown fully, we can just pop the seeds out and plant them again next year anyway. But it looks like we have some carrots at least. Cool. And we're even getting some additional seeds. When we break the plant, it has a chance to drop extra seeds. We got one, which is not impressive, but is going to slowly grow out our supply of carrots. Okay, let's see what else might be done. Looks like none of our grains are done yet, but we've got peppers. No potatoes yet, but a couple onions and some garlic. Looks like that might be it at the moment. Okay, let's grab the peppers. The peppers are cool because, as you can see, we can pick them without uprooting the plants. It means we don't have a chance for extra seeds, but those plants will remain fully grown and can produce more peppers sooner, I think, than if we had uprooted them. Okay, harvest this garlic. And the onions. Awesome. That was a good haul. Oh, let's see. Yeah. We got quite a bit of vegetable. Got a full carrot there. That's awesome. Nothing to put in that box yet. You know what time I think it is? Which it hasn't been for a while because I've been lazy. That's right. Cooking with the Lethean. Let's come out here and pick some of our organic cherries. Oh, they're just so fresh, right off the tree. Whew. Okay. And come inside. Let's see what we can make. Okay, that's what we've got for fruit. That'll be great. I have been keeping my extra jars over here. Or vessels, that is. Okay. Oh, good. So, first things first, the key to any good meal is some sort of grain. Yeah, a lot of people will tell you the meat is the most important part, but don't get me wrong, meat is crucial. But if you don't have a good loaf of bread, I feel sad. You've got to have something, I don't know, to give some substance. So let's grind up our wheat. Into some flour. Yum. We'll also need some water. No, you don't. And we will make the most delicious semolina dough that you have ever tasted. Here's my secret recipe. Flour and water. Fresh water. Make sure it's fresh. Okay, now we've got dough, and we can cook this into bread. How, you may ask? Well, clearly, the best way to cook bread is on an open campfire. Didn't you know that? Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. Nice hot bread, straight out of the oven. This is going to be the principal ingredient in our food. Okay. Now we will need some meat. What do we have here? Venison or chicken? Let's go with chicken. Okay, this is going to be a really fancy meal, guys. We're going to have bread and chicken, so it's going to be sort of a chicken sandwich. But get this. We're going to add some thinly sliced tomato. No, okay, we got this tomato last season. That's pretty gross. You know what we got a lot of today? Carrots. You know what goes great with chicken? You guessed it. Carrots. And a couple of those cherries. Just right off the vine. Cherries don't grow on a vine. You know, the tree. This is great. This is an amazing sandwich. It's nice, fresh bread with some cooked chicken on it, thinly sliced, no, shaved carrots, all in a light cherry vinaigrette. Oh, you'll love it. I'll love it. Yep. Mmm. Yum. Okay. You know what? Didn't turn out as good as I had hoped. Let's switch some stuff out. Okay. No one likes chicken. Chicken is for dummies. And carrots and cherries, they're overrated. Wintergreen berries. Now that is a flavor that you probably have not had on a sandwich before. And for good reason. I'm a genius and no one else has thought of it yet. You know what goes great with wintergreen? You know, wintergreen is like a fresh, minty flavor. You know what does just like, it's the best? Garlic. Garlic and wintergreen go fantastic together because if your breath gets a little bit garlicky, the wintergreen cancels it out. Yep, you got it. And to tie all that together, a rich, meaty venison steak. Now this is not, I don't think this is going to be a sandwich though. What we're going to do here is we're going to take some venison. Just the best cut of salted venison. We're going to bread it because, really, if you've got the best cut of meat, breading it is the best idea. We're going to slather it in wintergreen berry juice, and then just a hint of garlic, just to really mingle with that wintergreen flavor. Ugh. Let's see how it tastes. Oh, yep. Also terrible. Okay, let's try something else. We're kind of married to this bread. That bread is gonna stay in there because it's the only grain we have right now. But we can change everything else. Let's, we'll use potatoes, because I've got them right now. And somewhere over here, mutton. And as far as fruit goes, let's see what else is ripe. Oh, strawberries. Perfect. Okay. This is an old family recipe of mine. Here's what you do. You dice up a potato, and you mix in a little bit of mutton, just like super well done mutton. Like cook it until it's nearly charred all the way through. Add that to your diced potatoes. Then just take a couple strawberry leaves, just the leaves. Leave behind the red part. You just want the green. And finally, I don't know. Also have a loaf of bread on the side, because that is a complete meal. Oh, can't do better than this. Yeah, okay. We like that, actually. As shocking as that may be. Let's switch the strawberries down here because we have fewer of them. And that's fine. Yep, exactly the same taste. So, well, awesome. One more. Cool. So, for those of you keeping track at home, strawberries, bread, mutton, potato. Apparently makes a delicious meal. Who could have guessed? Anyway, thank you for indulging me. Oh wow, we are well past the wrapping up point, but I kinda got carried away. If you haven't guessed, I actually do like cooking in real life. So it's fun to make fun of some of the very strange combinations you can have here in TerraFirmaCraft that, who knows, may actually taste pretty good. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.